this week's mini presentations, I studied two different articles. One of them was about teamwork and the other one was about a successful marriage. And so I wanted to share my findings from each of those. So the first one was called What Makes a Good Team Player, Personality and Team Effectiveness. Now this little literature went through many different types of team members and the different roles that each personality type plays in a team environment and setting. And then in the study that they did, they were put into team environments and there was 8 different things that the researchers were looking for. And so each team was given these tasks to interact with, and then the researchers studied them on 8 different things. So they were they were studied on adaptability, shared situational awareness, performance monitoring and feedback, team management, interpersonal relations, coordination, communication, and decision making. So these are all the areas that they were being observed under as they worked in a team effort. Now the goal of this study for me personally, as I'm studying marriage and family specifically, marriage, is to learn how to be a team player, because marriage really is a partnership, and so you have to learn how to be able to work as a team. And so these 8 different areas struck me and made me kind of self-reflect how I am a team player, maybe areas I could work on. And so the next article I studied was called Beyond Success, Understanding the Characteristics of Long-Term Relationships in Older Age. Now in this article, we learned that many successful marriages said they viewed their relationship as religious and long-term or a lifetime commitment. So these couples went into their relationships with the view that this is a lifetime commitment, not just when it gets hard, we're going to walk away. And that shows a lot that these marriages, and in this article specifically, all the participants were at least in a 25-year or more relationship. That was the minimum year. And so you can see all these successful and long-lasting relationships, and one of the biggest key components was that they all viewed it as a commitment, and it was a lifetime commitment, not just a temporary thing. Another thing it says was that within these successful marriages was found many different attributes. There was attraction, love, mutual fondness, closeness, loyalty, companionship, compatibility, and value. And so all these people, they held their relationship to a really high standard. They held their husband or wife to a really high standard, putting them as a priority, always making sure to put them first in not just their marriage, but in life, which in turn positively affected their marriage. Now, this study focused on the now. So instead of focusing on maybe what happened in year 8 or year 15, it focused on the year that they were at. So for some couples that was 25, for some couples that was 38, and so on and so forth. And so it didn't really focus on the years that they had already been through. And so something that I found really interesting was the researchers who wrote this, they kept referring to the word endure. In the Cambridge Dictionary, the word endure means to suffer something difficult, unpleasant, or painful. And so I think that this is super important to keep in mind, because as they kept using the word endure, it leads us to believe that maybe these marriages didn't start out successful or happy. Maybe these marriages, they probably had some trial and error and some hard times, whether that was stress with finances or family, work, whatever that may be. But they had to endure these difficult time periods in order to get to where they're at, which we learn is successful and happy after many, many years. And I think that these 2 articles go hand in hand, because marriage really is a teamwork. Like I said earlier, you have to learn to work with your partner. And you have to learn to endure these hard times and work with your partner to be able to build the best relationship possible. And if you can work on those 8 tasks that we talked about earlier and work on those attributes, you can become a good team member and partner for your husband or wife or your spouse, to be able to be then categorized as one of these people that are in 25 plus years of marriage and are having successful relationships. And so these are the references I used, and that's all I have today. Thank you.